All right, let's just start with, what is your favorite color?
Well, my favorite color, I guess, overall is periwinkle blue.
Okay, that's a good one.
But it depends on the occasion and the texture and that sort of thing. For example, in my home, I prefer warm tones and like seafoam green, muted earth tones, seafoam green and taupe and light sand brown and those kinds of things. My clothes, I am, as Weezer would say, I'm a winter. And so I prefer jewel tones, red, black, bright colors for clothing. But I guess if I had to pick one color, it would be periwinkle blue.
All right, good answer. Good answer. Where did you first start acting?
My first acting job on the stage, I was 6 years old, and I played Little Bo Peep. And I had a cloth lamb my mother made, and an outfit my mother made, and a staff made out of sugar cane.
That's great.
That was my very first.
What character are you playing in Steel Magnolias?
I play Weezer Boudreaux. She's the old curmudgeon.
And how, just one or two ways, do you think you relate to Weezer?
Aside from the fact that I'm old, like Weezer, and I think maybe there's times I have a gruff side to me that people may not understand. But deep down inside, I've got a big old soft heart, and I think Weezer does too.
All right, so you're a school teacher, right?
Yes.
What subject do you teach?
I teach English.
And what school do you teach at?
I teach at Central High School.
All right, that's good. And you are very involved with their forensics team and their one-act team
Yes,
too, right?
yes.
How many years have you done
I co-coach
that?
with the forensics team with Jan Thompson. And we've been co-coaching together since we consolidated in Wise County. Prior to that, I did the one act and the forensics team at Pound High School with Pamela Gilmer, and then when Miss Gilmer retired, then I had it for a year or two before we consolidated. And then started working with Jan on the forensics team after that. I have always coached forensics and judged forensics since I moved to Virginia in 1993. So I've been involved with that part of the...
It's very interesting. What is your favorite role you've ever played?
Wow, that's a good question. Aside from this role, which I'm having a lot of fun with, I suppose my favorite role overall is a tie between Mama Morton in Chicago and The Witch in Into the Woods. Both shows were done at UVA Wise, University of Virginia College at Wise. I've been working with them since 1995, back when it was Clinch Valley College.
Yeah.
And the very first show I did with them was Pippin in 95, I
Interesting.
believe. But I try to stay active in the arts and work with as many groups as I can.
And speaking of, this is your second time working with All-In-Act, correct?
Yes, it's my second season with All-In-Act.
And how has it been for you working with All-In-Act? How has it differed from other theater companies you've worked with?
In many ways, well, all theater companies are different. All-In-Act has been a really good outlet for me at the time where the college is not doing shows that they can involve the community actors in. And All-In-Act in many ways is a little more relaxed for those of us who have other jobs.
Yeah.
And the schedule is a little bit easier. When I work with the college, we have rehearsals, 5 to 6 nights a week, plus tech nights. And so it's pretty heavy duty work. So it's nice to join a musical theater, or a community theater group that understands people who work for a living.
Yeah.
And our schedules. The creativity, it's been wonderful with Shane, and Rhonda, of course, is very supportive and gives us what we need and helps us with costumes and so forth. So it's been a lot of fun.
That's good. So any final words you want to say about the show or about Weezer?
As Weezer says, I'm not crazy. I've just been in a very bad mood for 40 years. Sometimes I feel that way. Sometimes those lines just sum me up perfectly. But no, we're having a good time. It's a lot of fun. I hope people will come out and see it. Everybody's different. It's not the movie, but everybody's bringing their own unique take to the characters, and I'm looking forward to seeing how the community receives it. And I'm looking forward to more shows with All in Act.
All right. Well, thank you very much. This has been Debra Taylor, everyone. If you want to see more of her, you have to come see Steel Magnolias.